Namaskaram. Welcome to SPIN360HYD. Today's topic, because auction has taken place, every team has got acquired their own players now. They will be concentrating on preparing a better team, and the draws will come, and which team is going to play for which team, and all these dates will come out. In the meanwhile, whatever the players list they have made, whatever the procurement they did, accordingly they start their planning with respect to the combination of the players. Now, why I am saying different topic means auction has taken place, some players has been retained, some players was unsold also. Reasons for picking a particular player is not known. Reasons for not picking a player is also not known. Why a person should be priced so much, and why a particular player, in spite of having some international exposure other than IPL, will be priced lowest level 20 lakhs minimum price. Of course they have fixed, but maximum point of view, we have seen how the 14 crores and 15 crores the money value, the players rate took place. That what actually surprises me, though it is an IPL 20 overs format, hardly in 3 hours time the match will get concluded. Competition is high, sponsors are sponsoring, they are getting their again sponsors. BCCI is controlling them under some management. Chairman of IPL, no, Brijesh Patel is sitting there, and overall BCCI boss Saurav Ganguly is monitoring things. How much BCCI's contribution is there with respect to conducting the matches means they are only giving a facility to the IPL management under the guidance of rules and regulations of BCCI. The IPL will be played, but whatever the facility management, human resource management, other arrangements will be taken care by the respective organizations to whom IPL has given their own business contracts. That means IPL is definitely benefiting some people who wanted to rely on IPL's earnings, and manpower point of view, resources point of view, facility management point of view, contract labor point of view, and other business point of view, it is beneficial. All these things are coming to the force when spectators are there in the ground, and the ground is full with the capacity of the viewers, and whatever the expenses are incurred by the franchise people or any other organization associated with this particular conducting the match, definitely there is a source of revenue through which everybody is happy due to IPL tournaments. This scene is even more in India because no other knockout tournaments are this kind of tournaments are famous, because India is a huge populated country, and in India cricket means a festival like environment. Other countries, though they have a system of conducting this kind of matches, but the response will not be that much the way India is witnessing now. But today, if you see, the COVID is going on. Even then, under the COVID circumstances, that auction took place. Players has got their own pricing. So many teams have participated. 19 is the lowest, 25 is the highest players list. Every team has participated. In addition to previous 8 teams, another 2 teams are now added now, Gujarat and Lucknow. That means the craze for this tournament is so much, and even then the crowd is not expected. The viewership is still there. People sitting at their TV sets and watching them, they're voting them. There are so many applications that are developed to participate directly or indirectly in this tournament, and still the sponsors are making money by buying some TV rights and other things. and viewership is still maintained. So all these things are not getting affected. Even then, the spectators are not directly viewing the match. That means the crazy about the game definitely we can see clearly. But in spite of that, what I am trying to analyze here is on what basis this player's profile is being made, what basis this price is being fixed, why a particular player should be priced that much. For example, recent concluded South Africa team, if you see, players those are familiar with the 50 overs format and test format, they fail when come to the T20 format. T20 format in India also has got separate selection process, and the list of the players will be there. Only few players like Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma and other players, Rishabh Pant and all, they are going to get the chance to play in all the formats of the game. Otherwise, T20 has got separate system itself. In 20 hours, match is getting concluded. It means what technique people can watch, what type of development will take place in the players' batting style or bowling style, which side the player should be improved and all. These observations are not taken place. Even then, T20 format is the shortest format, so people are watching it because there is not much time is wasted in this watching match, and 1.5 hour, one innings is played, and one side is playing, another side will try to beat other team or get lost to the team which has batted first or bowled first. That means 3.5 hours, including the presentation ceremony, maximum 4 hours time, everything will conclude. The reason the demand for the game is more so that people can watch and sit in the ground. In spite of that, there is no viewership directly from the ground. Still, the demand for the game cannot come down. Accordingly, the players picking up the players are based on this. Some certain their background should be there. And so for example, under 19 players recently they have won the World Cup, and still people got picked up from the under 19 team. The player which is getting picked up from under 19 level, who has played for the country with the wearing the country's T-shirt and other holding the Indian flag, suddenly they come to the team like Royal Challengers Bangalore, or trying to hold the flag of Ranch Bank, and Hyderabad team, Sunrisers and Mumbai Indians, Royal Challengers Bangalore, like that they are holding the flag of their team, and they start playing 20 overs format. Maybe they are getting chance to play to international exposed players who has represented their own countries, and now they're going to get the chance to play along with them. But even then, I feel it is not correct, sir. In the cricket, the way the team supposed to get chance to play into the highest level. In our time also, we used to start from the leagues. Even leagues also depends on the team's level. But in our time, I'm talking about 1970. 1970, 77, 75. With my time, at least started from the 75, 76 as per my age. So 77, I played my first league match. 77, 78, then 79, 80, like that. We started from the Division E. From Division E2, we came up to the A1 level. Then accordingly, the standard used to be very well maintained, and there should be inter-group matches will be there. The final, there will be a tournament conducted by HCA. Again, we get to play the teams like A1, who are in institutions like banking institutes and other corporate teams. They are superior in all respects of game as well as standards and all. They used to meet us in the highest level, so that we get to learn the process from the downwards to upwards. And when we reach the highest level of the tournament, and we'll definitely come to know that why they are into higher level. So we get to get exposure that way. And similarly, from the league level, we will to tournament level. From tournament level to we go to zonals level. Final Ranji Trophy will be played, Delhi Trophy will be played. Accordingly, from Ranji Trophy, national selection team will select the players. That used to be the process of the entire cricketing process. Other games also, if you see hockey, football, basketball, volleyball and all, they got, since they don't have a kind of IPL like tournaments, but still they are maintaining the fundamentals in right position, and players are getting chance to play from the club level too, and the national level. From there, but they are going to get the chance in the national level. Like that, they used to get sponsorship from the railways and other corporations, and they used to form their own team, and the sports quota they used to get the jobs, and they are playing to national level. Only in cricket, why this crazy? People are not waiting even to see come to the national level. Still, they are getting picked up. After playing for national, the names, if I don't want to take the names and all, youngest players are available in IPL nowadays, and what exposure they will get playing only 20 overs? That's my question. Suppose 50 overs players are there, means let us stick to 50 overs only. Let them play only 50 overs matches, and from there only the national selection team should be played 50 overs format only. The players who are suitable to play in test match like Pujara, Rahane, they are not familiar much with 50 overs. They failed also. They will success also. They get success also. But but the moment they change the format and they come to the 50 overs format, they fail, means people are criticizing them. Pujara, for example, he will play only test matches. Even though he fails in test match, let him play only test matches. Number of matches guarantee will be given to the Pujara, so that he will play only test match format and just retire from the test match cricket. Like that, Rahane also, because these people didn't get any prize. Why they didn't get any exposure? They don't have much exposure like Bumrah and other players, Bhuvneshwar Kumar, Bumrah, other Rishabh Pant and other players. But their level has come down in openly international level. Why we need to do that? After playing for the national team, why they should get this kind of treatment? So auction, I'm not saying wrong, but in auction, some names should be enumerated. The players, senior players who are playing in the 50 overs format and test match format, they should be eliminated from the list. They should not be available for auction at all. They will be hired directly from the respective teams. Auction should not take place. If even then any player wanted to buy a player like Shikhar Dhawan, 20 overs format, IPL is taking place, directly they will try to negotiate with the player under BCCI guidelines. The list of the senior players who have played 50 overs and test match players will be made separately, and BCCI should be prepare a list only 20 overs format suitable players, and their background should be mentioned very clearly from which source they are coming out. For example, when Hyderabad ex-commissioner's son, Anand's son is there, he got selected for RCB. Arjun Tendulkar is playing for Mumbai Indians. And there are so many youngsters those who didn't get any exposure to national cricketing. Nor they played in Ranji Trophy, nor any Dilip Trophy, nor they played any zonals, the senior zonals. They have not played any under 19, under 22, under 24. The way we used to compete, though we didn't get selected for Hyderabad team, but we have seen people how they improve their game, how the selection process takes place, how the coach will, Rangareddy and other players, they used to coach us to become a better cricketer. So though we didn't get selected for Hyderabad 22 under 24, but we have played with those players to understand the standard of the game. So Ranji Trophy should be a mark. After playing Ranji Trophy only, if he has got any age, don't see age under 19, under 16, don't see. If it's an age for Ranji Trophy, those who are under 24 or 23, they will be eligible to play Ranji Trophy. From there, any team is picking up these players irrespective of the format. That is a proper cricket, what I can say. So the competition will be more, real standard of the player will come out. Now, since the player is young and under 19, he was played and suddenly will come to the IPL, some franchise team, he start making money, it could couple of crores, 3 crores, 4 crores, 5 crores. His idea is more on the making money than the national interest. That's what my point. Even then, today auction takes place, every team has got minimum 19 players, and that is Lucknow, and maximum 25 players procured individually. Player like Suresh Raina is not getting prize, means what I can say. Yes, performed so well. And Ravindra Jadeja, after playing for national team, and he has sold for 15 crores, means he is not God. Why so much of price? For 20 overs format game, why so much of price? So the main aim is to make money only, that IPL is concerned. But facility management point of view, employment point of view, people are getting paid and they are getting their facilities, they are getting their employment, business is promoted. Accordingly, government is also maybe some getting revenue, and BCCA ultimately is getting benefited by conducting this tournament, allowing them so many players to play. That's the only plus point here. But what basis? What is the criteria of selecting them into national team? What is the criteria of selecting them into a particular franchisee team? The player who has not performed well in IPL, nowadays they are not picking them. But the player who has performed very badly in the national team and still they are getting high price means how? So these inequalities are there in selection process. The system of cricket, the way they played in India, because cricket is a festival in India. If you see other countries and all, other boards and all, they are not that rich like BCCI and they have similar system. But the selection process, if you see, there are some retired players they are gone to play. In India, at least we must have a selection process on what basis a particular player's profile is being made, why one should get priced so much, what is that can do. Rohit Sharma is there already Indian opening, and other side Shikhar Dhawan is playing for other team. That is a competition. They are all senior players. They can compete. The standard is so much. They have played from lower level to higher level. Virat Kohli, yes, under 19 he has played. After that, gradually, how many matches he has played, the way he has broke all the records. Yes, if he is playing all the formats of the game means I agree. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, yes, one of the finest bowlers, I agree. But even then, they don't play any matches at highest level. After playing some lowest level, they are getting played because the nature of the game is a little fast and quick, and they are able to play the ball into a 20 overs format. Suddenly, they get to play with the franchisee, and they start playing against the superior Indian bowling attack bowlers are playing for IPL means what level they have. That's my question. So there should be a selection process. There should be a standard of maintaining gradually from downwards. Again, I want to see my olden days. Parade grounds like a team we used to watch 150 to 200 matches used to be played in a full ground. League system, everybody is absolutely in uniform white dress. Empires used to be provided by HCA, and there will be a draws. There will be identity cards of each company, each team. A player will get satisfaction of their representing team, and there will be a tournament will take place, and in the outer tournament a common team will be played and made. And we also played in our time municipal corporations of other team. Suppose I played, for example, Mumbai Municipal Corporation from the Hyderabad Municipal Corporation. We were playing in victory playgrounds. That way, we have got selected, and we got a chance to play with Mumbai Municipal Corporation. Like that, we can organize in a proper way so that the selection process of national team will become easy and competitive standard. But IPL is not a right choice to make a national team. Or national players, if they come back and play in the IPL team and they start failing means that impact will be there on their profile, and after that their names are not appearing in national team. That is also another point. So that's the reason national team selection process should be separately, and those who already played 50 overs format and test format, they should not be allowed to play in IPL, so that real players will come out of the IPL. They have to go through some process like playing Ranji Trophy, or make IPL is a standard. After IPL, you make or insist them to play at least Ranji Trophy. From Ranji Trophy, we used to have 3-day county matches, 3-day matches. From 3 days, they will come to again knockout side. Any tournaments are there, they can play, and Ranji Trophy will be played. From there, they get to after nature of game, they get selected in 50 overs format or 20 overs format. BCCI will take place. That time, every team will have the seriousness. Every player will have some kind of fundamentals, and all the retired people can get a job to coach them, to make them a better team. Local clubs also will take them very seriously. They will provide infrastructure facilities so that the player is suitable. They can select which format of the game they wanted to play in the future. Accordingly, some foundation will be made. Suddenly, a player without any experience and after playing one or couple of IPL matches, getting to come to the national side means it is a insult to the cricket. What I feel with this comment, IPL process need to be modified. Selection process should be modified. Players' profile should be disclosed well before the auction takes place. their achievements, their background, from there, which source they are coming, what level they have played, which club they are representing, what type of scores they can make, what type of style of play they are adopting, whether they are suitable for 50 overs format, 20 over format will be decided. If the player is not suitable for 20 over formats, let them wait and play the BCC recognize other tournaments, so that local clubs they play and they get to play Ranji Trophy. From there they get to this. This is one side. Another side, if at all they wanted to come to the national side, they got to be some benchmark. From benchmark they have to come to national side. That's only my point. Big players, those who already made names, they are failing in IPL means their names are not appearing in auction list, and it is very embarrassing to the profile of the player. Suresh Raina, for example, I'm taking it. Smith also, I'm taking it very openly because of some reasons. He need to leave the country and he had to come back and play to their countries also. Suddenly he is underrated. There won't be any price on his back. Hmm? Like that, injustice is being done with the profile of the people because they are unsold. Unsold definitely give a stamp on their back that they are useless. That is a hitch there. With this, my final comment, Sai Prasad signing off, sir, on behalf of SPIN360 HYD. If you like my video, please do revert back to me.